Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to Sessions with Google. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about self-care, and you can still relate it to self-care while dating or self-care for yourself. What inspired this video was a conversation I had with my friend, and she was telling me how, whenever she spends money on something, like if it's her nails, if it's her hair, if it's just random self-care things, that she always feels kind of guilty because she thinks about the 1001 things that she would have done with that money. And trust me, I think a lot of us have been there, even me too. Sometimes I feel that way sometimes. When you spend crazy amount of money, or maybe it's not even crazy, but a good amount of money on something that you really want or you really like, and you just feel like, I should have done this, I should have done this, I should have saved it. So I understood where she was coming from, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to make a video on this. I'm going to talk about the right way to handle self-care, and a way you can afford it, a way that you don't have to break the bank to be able to afford self-care. So if you're interested, make sure you stay to the end of this video. Alright guys, so this video is going to be a bit all over the place because I didn't really plan out anything, but I'm a woman and I understand how self-care can be for women, right? So already we have the basic self-care needs. We have our hair, we have our skincare, we have our nails, we have outfits, we have perfumes, we have spa, waxing, and so many things, even taking yourself out on dates. So that's also self-care. And I think that online, if you're going to judge self-care with what you see online, hey, you're going to be a wreck. Trust me, you're going to be a wreck because the cost of self-care online is very expensive. If you're talking about, we're talking about like the hair, we're talking about the price cost of hair today. Hey, trust me, it's already very discouraging to see. If you're in Nigeria, to actually be able to afford like a very, very good weave, like a very good human hair weave, raw hair, at least you should be budgeting nothing less than 200,000 naira. That's just fact. And how many people earn that a month? Let me see, how many people earn that amount of money a month? That is just one. Now, if you want to get your nails done, like the one I have, although this one is not expensive, but if you want to get your nails done, like the Instagram standard getting nails done, we're talking nothing less than 15,000 naira. If you go to if you want the whole extra things, you're talking 20k. I heard someone paid 50k for nails. I don't know if that was home service or if it was a normal salon appointment, but I just want to believe it's home service because I don't understand what you're fixing that your nails cost 50,000 naira. Maybe I'm just talking because I'm not in that level yet, but I had questions. Then you leave that one, let's go into skincare. Now you're seeing all these skincare influencers, you see how they are layering their products, the under eye, the mask, this one, that one, the serum, the cleanser. You're seeing all these products, and when you check the links that they bought these products from, you're like, excuse me, I don't even make up to this a month. How am I going to afford these products? And the way they just apply, when they talk about it, is like you think the average person can afford it, but the average person cannot afford to get that kind of product. So and now you're like that, what am I going to do? Are we going to talk about clothes? Like the shopping for clothes, like if you want to shop for clothes, like if you want to go to the high street brands like PLT, Fashion Nova, and the likes, or even ASOS, you already know the amount of money you're already going to spend. Because first of all, if you're in Nigeria, the dollar rate is not your friend, first and foremost. Number two, shipping is not your friend. Number three, custom is not your friend. So aside the cost of these clothes, you're also going to you have other expenses that are going to come with these things. And you're asking, am I now going to order just one pair of clothes from this brand? Will it make sense for me to buy just one pair? So now if you want to order, it's best to order in bulk so you're getting a good deal on your shipping and your customs clearance. This is just me listing out all the basic self-care things that all of us like put into consideration, right? Your clothes. And now we're talking about your perfumes, going out. If you want to take yourself out, how many restaurants are reasonably priced? If you're in Lagos, Nigeria, most of the restaurants here, I mean, they're not exactly, I mean, they're reasonably priced to a certain level of people. Because now if you want to go out to eat very well, like you want to take yourself out to eat, you want to have a nice time in a very good restaurant, at least you should be holding, that's yourself alone, no, nothing less than 15 to 20,000 naira just for yourself, and it depends on the restaurant you're even going to. So by the time you calculate all the things you are considering self-care, it's actually expensive, let us be honest. But now I think there is a hack for you being able to afford self-care. I think everything lies in your budget, and it also lies in your mindset. So you can see self-care in two ways, right? You can see self-care as an investment in your self-esteem, or you can see self-care as a means of just spending money, as a waste of money, as vanity. It depends on your mindset. Everything starts from your mind. Everything starts from how you see it. And obviously, if you are not earning a lot of money, if you know that you're not even, if you know you're a student self, you don't even earn a lot of money, trust me, focus on making more money first before you start thinking about self-care, because self-care costs money. Listen to me again. If you know you're not earning, you don't even have, let's start with, you don't even have any source of income, your source of income are your parents, just leave self-care for now and focus on what you can get in school. Focus on saving money and focus on other streams of income, because for you to be able to afford self-care, and because self-care is a lifestyle, right? So it's not something you start today and you just dump. No, you have to continue. It has to be something that is sustainable in your life. So if you know that you are currently not earning enough money to be able to afford self-care, then you should focus on increasing your sources of income. Focus on other ways you can make money. How can I make money? If you're a student, how can I make money in school? What else can I do to increase my income first? Not to use the one you're using to eat, so use it to be buying hair, use it to be buying skincare, then you'll be stressing your parents out, stressing yourself out, put yourself under unnecessary pressure just to be able to look a kind of way. If your parents give you a substantial amount of money every month, I understand. You can take out some money and get affordable ones. I'm sure there are definitely affordable skincare products, there are definitely affordable hairs. But first of all, you have to be sure that your basic needs are first met. Your feeding, your school run around, your handouts, and things like that. And if you know that your parents are giving you what they can give you, which is not excessive, you have to focus on increasing your sources of income. Look for what you can do. Look for a skill you can monetize. Is it hair? Is it nails? Is it revamping? Is it content creation? Look for something you can do. The minute you increase your sources of income, then you can be able to budget. You cannot have a budget for self-care. Now, if you know that you just left school and you're trying to stabilize yourself, you're trying to save money, you're just trying to get into the world proper, you also still have to be careful of how you practice self-care. In as much as there are really like luxurious skincare products, there are really luxurious hairs, they are not things you do on impulse. If, for example, you want to get a very good hair, it's something you plan for. You don't just wake up one morning and because you have, let's assume you have 400,000 naira in your account. The hair you want to buy is 250k. It is not, you cannot afford it. That is just point blank period. The only amount of money you have in your account is 400,000 naira. not your savings. If that is like your spending amount of money you have, not your savings, your spending amount, and you want to remove 250 from the 400k to buy hair, and you have a reasonable amount of savings, then maybe you can afford it. But if you know that 400k is the only money you have plus your savings, everything, and you want to buy hair of 250k, how do you want to continue living your life? You cannot afford it. So first of all, if you want to buy hair, for example now, of a particular amount of money, and let's say the hair is 300k or 250k, and I don't even know if it's really smart for someone that just left school or someone that is just starting out life to have that hair of 300, 350k, because you can't afford it. But anyway, let's say you want to just get it. That's okay. You have to work towards it. You have to say, okay, this hair costs how much? Fine, 300,000 naira. How much is my monthly income? Calculate it. Let's say your monthly income is 100,000 naira. Fine, that is how much the company pays you or whatever. Now you have to remove the money for the basic things you need every month, your feeding, your upkeep, remove your savings. And then you can put away money every month towards the hair you want to get. So every single month you remove a specific amount of money and keep aside towards the hair you want to get. Don't just save your first 3 months salary. You starve yourself. You not save your first 3 months salary and spend everything on top of hair. You have no savings. You have no money for feeding. You have no. That's when self-care becomes expensive. But if you really want to get something that is way above your earning capacity, you have to work towards it. You have to create a plan. You have to have a savings specifically tailored to that expense you want to make. So even if it's skincare you want to buy, trust me, in as much as they are luxurious skincare products, they are the affordable and good ones. You don't have to look at that YouTube influencer that is posting all those foreign brands and those expensive, and that's the one you want to get. No. After if you walk into a store, they are very good essential oils, they are creams that are very good that you can use, that would still give you the results you want to get. If my skincare plug had paid me, I would have just mentioned their page, but we'll get there later. But regardless of that, there are affordable skincare products you can use. If you walk into the supermarket, you see very good body oils, you see affordable serums. You don't have to have everything. You don't have to have the whole process, the toner, this. Look for a very good body soap, look for a very good body scrub, look for a nice cream, look for a face cream. Those 4 things are okay. You don't have to. Everything is a process, everything is in stages. You would eventually get there, but you can't skip the process. You can't skip the process. So don't try to kill yourself. Don't use another person's lifestyle to gauge your own. You don't know how much they are earning. Their skincare budget can be like a day's work for them. They can make that money in a day. But you know you're earning a specific amount of money, you can't afford to spend almost 50% of your salary on skincare. It does not make any sense. And even that I'm talking, I have certain products I use. I don't even use the full set. I just figured out what is good for me and the basic things, and I bought them. I didn't go to start buying the serum, this one, the under eye, everything. I bought the basic things because I know that buying a full set is not going to be convenient enough for me. So don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Buy what you can afford, plan for it, and if you know that you really want to take self-care seriously, increase your sources of income, make more money, look for ways to make more money. Because the truth is that we would always want nice things. No matter how we are tailored, we are always going to want nice things, whether that be clothes. And the funny part is, new things are coming up every day, new designs, new this, new that. So we're always going to want nice things. So the only way to beat that pressure is to increase our sources of income. And like I said, if you are a student, even in increasing your sources of income, don't go and do the one that will make you forget that you are a student. Do something that you can still manage. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't go and start 3 different businesses because you want to buy something and your schoolwork is dying. So if you feel like you cannot afford self-care, it's probably because you're not budgeting well, and because obviously your mindset is in the wrong place. You're seeing it as a waste of money instead of seeing it as an investment in your self-esteem. Because when you look good, when you feel good, it shows in your aura. You become better. You just feel better. You feel more confident. But when you don't look good, or when you just feel like, oh, my hair is a mess, this, then you're going to feel bad. And even when you want to get your hair done, you don't even have to buy expensive hairs. You can get like really nice ponytail extensions. Do a ponytail, even though braiding now is usually becoming very expensive. I said braiding, but the cost of braiding, I don't know, it's really worrisome and I don't understand. Maybe it's where I stay, but I don't know if braiding is affordable around you. You can do braids, you can do ponytails, and you don't even have to get expensive hairs for you to be able to use them. You can look for affordable hairs, the like really affordable ones. You can use them to do ponytails, and the good thing with those things, you can always reuse the ponytails at least for like 2-3 months before they probably get bad. There are human hair blends nowadays that can suffice for luxury hairs, and these human hair blends are actually good. They are really, funny enough, they're actually good. They might not last you for like 6-7 years or like 5-6 years or as long as you want, but at least for a year you can use them for a year and they're actually going to be good. So you really have to be very careful of what kind of information you consume. Everything is in stages. Like, you're going to get to a stage where you'll be able to afford 350k hair, 500k hair without blinking. But right now, that should not be where your eye is. Your eye should be, how can I increase my income? And if my income is a certain amount, how can I work with what I have and still look good? So don't think self-care is too expensive. I don't think you have to have the most expensive things before you can say, oh, I want to do self-care. You don't have to wear the luxury, the high street brand. There are amazing thrift stores that you can get really good deals for. They are like amazing thrift stores, and you can always reinvent your clothing. You don't have to wear a new outfit for everything you're going for. You can restyle, you can switch things up. You get? So don't put yourself under pressure. You don't have to wear Ogoli, PLT. You don't have to wear them. You can't afford them. It's okay. But trust me, there's a way you style a thrift clothing. Somebody will come and ask you, what brand is this? Sis, what do you mean, what brand is this? I got it in my closet. I don't know what brand this is. So it's not about, and then you can actually buy the very expensive brand, and then you won't even wear it, where you'll be looking like as if no, they forced you to wear the clothes. So everything again is in your mindset. Don't kill yourself on top self-care, because trust me, better things are going to come. Better designs are going to come. Just focus on making more money. Focus on working with what you can afford. Focus on if you do want to invest in something that's expensive, if you feel like, okay, you're earning a reasonable amount of money and you can afford some certain things, then work on budgeting, plan it, remove money every month towards that savings. So if you're in January now and you want to get a hair this year, you can say, okay, if I save this amount of money every single month, how long will it take me to be able to afford this hair? And then you can be putting aside money, and then even if you say, okay, maybe the price might have gone up, it's still going to, you still find something quality within that same price you have planned. So we move money every month, move money every month, and then you now get it. And then you see that you've gotten the hair, but you still have savings, you still have spending money, you're still not stranded. But when you save your 3 months salary at once and buy it, you'll be stranded. So I think that's all I have for this video, and I want to still encourage everybody to, no matter how little you earn, you can still self-care. You can see it as an investment in your self-esteem, in your confidence. Don't go above your budget. Don't do past yourself. We don't have to. Those skincare influencers, so most of them get these products for free. They don't buy it. They don't buy it. They get them as PR and to make you buy. So don't empty your account. Even the hairs, most of these people influence, they send it to them as PR. A lot of people you see cannot afford these hairs immediately. And most people you see that buy hair, they don't buy it from their 1 month salary. They plan towards it. They have a budget. So someone might buy hair today, you don't know how long they've been saving to buy the hair. But you've seen them buy the hair, but they had a plan. Or they had multiple sources of income and they use just one to buy it. So therefore are still giving them other sources, other cash. So you too, don't go and pressure yourself to now meet up to what they are doing. Just take it easy. Take it easy. So if you enjoyed this video, kindly give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends, share with your family members, share with people that you know that are in struggle with self-care. Let them know that you can self-care on a budget and you're still going to be looking flawless. And if you have more video suggestions for me, please send it to my DMs. And I am now open for one-on-one coaching. If you have problems in your relationships, if you have problem with the guy you're talking to, your situationships, friends with benefits, all those things, just send me a DM to book a one-on-one session with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. In the meantime, stay fabulous.